If you've ever felt like you're too needy, too much, or never enough in love, these 3 mindset shifts can change everything for gay men with anxious attachment. Mindset shift number 1. Needing closeness doesn't make me needy. It makes me human. One of the biggest traps of anxious attachment is the shame spiral that comes with wanting connection. You might catch yourself thinking, why do I care so much? Why can't I just be chill like other guys? I must be too much. But the truth is, the drive for closeness is hardwired into every human being. From birth, we're built to rely on others for comfort and safety. Wanting reassurance or intimacy isn't a flaw. It's literally biology. The real shift comes when you stop trying to get rid of your needs and instead start owning them. Think about it like this. If you were thirsty, you wouldn't shame yourself for needing water. You just go find a glass. Emotional closeness is the same. It only feels like neediness when you're with people who can't or won't meet you where you are. So instead of asking, how do I need less so they won't leave? The healthier question becomes, who in my life is actually capable of showing up for me the way I need? That's a completely different energy. It moves you out of apologizing for your existence and into curating relationships that actually feed you. And for gay men in particular, this is powerful because so many of us were taught, subtly or blatantly, that our love or longing was too much or wrong. Reframing neediness as humanity isn't just healing attachment. It's reclaiming the truth that your desire for closeness is beautiful, not excessive. Mindset shift number 2. Silence is not danger. This one's tough because when you've got an anxious attachment style, silence often feels like abandonment. A text left unread, a change in tone, someone pulling back a little. Your brain can instantly light up with alarms. They're pulling away. Something's wrong. I'm about to be left. That feeling is so real, but it isn't always accurate. The mindset shift here is learning to reframe silence and space as neutral, not dangerous. The pause between messages, or the fact that someone wants a night to themselves, doesn't automatically mean the bond is breaking. It's just the natural rhythm of connection. Think about how the tide moves in and out. It's not proof the ocean is disappearing, it's just how it breathes. Relationships breathe in the same way. When you start telling yourself, okay, this space isn't evidence of rejection, it's just space, you create room for calmness. It stops being about proving someone still cares and starts being about trusting the natural flow of intimacy. This doesn't mean you'll never feel the panic rise up, but each time you remind yourself that silence isn't danger, you loosen the grip of that fear a little more. Over time, you start living with less urgency, less scanning for signs, and more trust in yourself to tolerate the in-between moments. Mindset shift number 3. Love isn't earned, it's allowed. Anxious attachment often makes you feel like you've got to work overtime just to keep people around. You might find yourself overgiving, over-explaining, over-functioning in relationships, doing the emotional labor of 2 people because deep down you believe love is conditional, that if you don't keep proving your worth, it'll disappear. That's exhausting, and it sets you up for relationships where you're more of a performer than a partner. The reframe is this. Real love isn't something you hustle for. It's something you let in. Instead of approaching every connection like a job interview where you have to demonstrate your value, what if you started asking, what happens if I do less here? What happens if I simply exist and let someone else show me they want to be here? That's where healing begins. When you stop sprinting for affection and start slowing down enough to notice whether someone is meeting you halfway. For gay men, this can be especially meaningful because many of us grew up in environments where we had to prove we were acceptable by being extra charming, extra talented, extra agreeable, extra something, just to earn love or safety. Carrying that into dating makes every relationship feel like a test. But flipping the mindset to love is allowed, not earned, interrupts that old story. It means you start recognizing that the right people will want to be with you, not because you're bending over backwards, but because they're drawn to the real, unfiltered you. And that's the kind of love that actually lasts. Healing anxious attachment as a gay man isn't about needing less or proving more. It's about finally trusting that your needs, your space, and your love are worthy exactly as they are. Thanks for watching. If you're a gay man and these conversations speak to you, go ahead and hit subscribe. I post new videos every week about the things we go through: love, identity, healing, and everything in between. I'd love to have you be part of this community. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.